Okay then everybody, this is just one particular phase of the concept of Bumblebee Megatron figure, because it's got loads, well, it's got 3 modes and I've been asked to do this individually, so that's what I'm going to do. So this is robot to tank and then back to robot again. What we're going to do then, we're going to start off with by bringing the arms up, opening up the forearm covers, make sure that you've got the fingers completely collapsed inside and close that up. If your fingers aren't collapsed inside to the fist like so, it just won't close properly. So at least you'll know quite simply. Right, fold that in, collapse that over, and indeed then move this out of the way. What we can then do, let's have a look at the legs. So let's take these hip skirts, bring them around to the side like so, and then indeed open up these bits at the front as well. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to separate the hips straight out like this, separate these all the way out, and where we need, to be honest, we need to keep this out there because this is going to rotate around in a second. Before we do so, let's turn our attention to the legs. So let's open up these bits here, and then this part here you need to lift up and bring it away from the forearm. You're now going to collapse, not forearm, I meant shin and thigh. So what we're looking to do, keep the treads in the air like so. This should separate up like that. Fold the foot back, and then you should be able to, you're going to have to hold onto the thigh here to lift this up. There we go. This will now collapse back over on itself, and the tab there will fit into the toes. Push that in, and then at the same time you can lift up these treads at the back as well. See how they've popped up? Then you bring this part down, fold it back, and then just put the flush bit down like so. So your leg will look like that. Same principle with this side then. So what we've got is we're going to take the leg, we're going to open this up and out, take this, lift it out of the back of the leg and separate there the knee. There we go. It's going to lift it all the way up, fold the foot in, and again we're going to collapse this over so that tab is going to fit into that huge cutout there. So a little bit of pressure needed because that's quite a tough hinge inside there. Collapse back over itself, line up that tab there and click that into place. Fold this up and over and point like that. So we've got 2 legs like this ready to be manipulated in a second. So let's turn our attention to the top, turn the head around, take the chest, bring this forward. This will separate the back. Then you can bring the back all the way out again on multiple hinges. Then we're going to take the front, rotate that head down there, fold out these parts here like so. And now, because the legs are pretty much ready, what are you going to do? You've got a cutout here on either side, and you've got 2 large tabs here either side. So swing the legs around, literally rotate them like this, 180 degrees. And then if we come to this side now, you'll see what we're doing. I can move the top section out of the way. This is going to tab into there like so, and same on this side, into this cutout. Oh, where are we? Now the hip skirt's got in the way there, guys. I should have folded it back down. I couldn't reach around to show you, so I'll show you that of this. So I'll disconnect this, fold the hip skirt right down again. That gives you more clearance, and there you go. So that's pretty much the front of the tank. Take the back part, collapse it all the way over on itself, push it down till you hear it snap into position. This is going to be the back part, so this is still going to be able to move around and rotate. What we're looking to now do is fold the arms in. You're going to then rotate this here, the forearm. Keep the red section with the silver bit facing upwards. So take the forearm, fold that in. Oh, knocked everything. Now we're going to do the similar thing on here. So turn the arm in at the shoulder there. Keep the red section at the top. Rotate this in. And then we're also looking now to bring this back. So, where did I have it back? This is going to fit into there. So no, sorry, it's going to rock forwards. The turret's going to rock forwards. Rotate this in like so. Remember, you're looking to keep these silver bits upwards. Collapse these hinges in like so. Collapse that hinge in. There's a little tab on the back here, so once you've pushed that down, you can then tab this in to the back of there as well. And once that's clicked in, there is your tank. Just turn this around to face the top, and there indeed is the tank. So that's robot to tank. Let's take tank back to robot. So if we're going to take him back to robot mode, very simply, let's just separate, of course, what we now know to be the forearms. Separate from there. Typically that's gone onto the wrong arm, so I'm just going to take that off and pop it back onto this side. Once you've done that, What you can then do is look to lift up this whole back section. Remember that was pegged in by them multiple hinges. Then what we're going to do, we're going to separate underneath. Remember this is tabbed in via that large tab there, so separate them, and then let's rotate the legs around and out of the way for now. You can keep the back section up as well if you want. So what you're looking at is to have this bit out like so, rotate it around, and you need the thigh part like that. In fact, we'll bring these hip skirts back around as well, out of the way, and then we might as well concentrate on the legs. So let's just move that one out of the way. Take this, open it all the way up, push these in. If they've gone back in, they need to be pushed back in anyway. Separate the foot from that tab there, and then hold on to the shin and the thigh, extend this forward, bring out the toes, and then clip this back into there like so. So what we did on this side, we pushed that back in if it wasn't already in. What you're looking to do is lift that tab out of that leg there, which you can see, hold the thigh, shift the whole leg forward, bring the foot out completely. There we go. That's because I didn't pull that down. And then snap this into position in there, and then fold these back around and cover up the treads. Right, so that's the legs, and as I said, if we keep these bits behind and these forward, you can now collapse the legs back up like so, and again on this side, and these will click in. I haven't folded this bit over yet if you remember, but I have. Oh, and I have now. So there you go, just make sure this clicks in. You are listening for, there we go. So that's the lower section all done, no problem. Turn your attention to this, fold these bits around there at the front, take the head and rotate this around as well. Turn the head back to face the front like so, and now it's a case of moving these arms and shoulders out like this, out like so, open them up, and then what you're looking at as you bring this in, you've got a tab here and a tab on the other side. So first and foremost, let's collapse the backpack down a little bit, and it's going to come back up over on itself. Let's bring these hip skirts around as well, and you can also see that that is going to tab into there. So what we're looking to do is to bring this down, cascade this over on itself like that, and then what will happen is just before you put these shoulder bits in, line everything up and then clip everything together, including the chest piece and of course the back of the head, and this will then hold all of that into position. You can then rotate that at the bicep out to the side, same with this, turn this slightly out at the side, and then all you're looking to do of course is open up the forearms and then bring out the hands as well. So that's just obviously tank to robot. I'm going to put all the parts up in separate videos and separate stages. Don't forget the hip skirts around the side so you can pick which ones you want to do. There you go, back to robot.